What's up, guys, and welcome to a new series. I am on the Panhandle by Schultz Modding, and as of recording this, it just came out today, and it looks pretty interesting, so I thought I'd give it a go. And so far, I enjoy it. I did a little map tour off screen before I started the episode, so I kinda know where things are. Yeah, I thought I'd like it, so I thought I'd give it a go on a series. Yeah. This is the map. Some pretty big fields. We've got what, 72 acres here? Or no, that's 62 acres, sorry. 72 acres is the actual size of the farm land. 62 is the actual field. So 62 acres. And then we got this big boy over here that's 78 acres. So, and it's $1 million. So there's that. So I'm starting a new farmer mode, starting with 500 grand. I figured that was good enough. Not realizing how big the fields were and stuff. But we start off with pretty much everything we need. Well, that being said, I just realized we don't have a mower, because we do have an alfalfa field. Yeah, that's an alfalfa field. So we're going to need a mower. And I don't think we have one. No, we do not. Okay. But yeah, you can see this is what we start off with. Some pretty big equipment. Pretty big equipment. So yeah. I was honestly debating on whether or not to start over here at this farm. I felt like this would be a little bit more right for my play style. Starting small and working big, but I don't know. I felt like going big this time, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, this is the farm layout. The house is over here in the corner, which is kind of weird. I would have switched the house and these two buildings here. That's just me, but you know, that's just me. We have bunker silos. We have 2 of them. We have a commodity shed, which we don't start with that very often. We have a horse barn. Yeah, horse barn. It does have a shed in it, or intertwined with it, a part of it, something like that. So I would get rid of this horse stable, but you know, some of our equipment's parked in it. Could just be parked over here in this big old shed. But well, we might actually do that eventually. I'm not sure. We have our own biogas plant, which is interesting. I could sell it for 437 grand. And I might actually end up doing that at some point. We have a liquid manure tank. And we have not 1, but 7 cow barns. Yep. Or pastures. I wouldn't really call them barns. So yeah, pastures. And they hold 1,000 each. My goodness. So yeah, we have 7 of those. So we're going to have a lot of cows. A lot of cows. I would assume, since these are technically feedlots, I would assume we would do Angus cows. Well, we're still here. Yeah, Angus cows. Or we could do Limousine, which are made for breeding and selling and no milk production. So there's that. Which I think we might actually do, because I don't normally do that. So there's that. And then over here we've got some silos. and some liquid fertilizer tanks and some solid fertilizer tanks. So there's that. Over here, just because I'm in build mode, there are 4 pig confinements. So this is another farm over here, which I would like to do. I would like to get into pigs again. So that might be fun. And then yeah, you guys saw this other farm down here, and that one's the pig farm, and then we got this one here, which is ours. And I think there's another one down here. A little bit, kind of. Yeah, there's a house there. So yeah. Alright, we are now 6 minutes in the episode, and we have not started farming. Oh. I didn't actually think there was anything in there. I was just opening shed doors. Interesting. I wondered where those were, actually, because I couldn't find them. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, we need a field of straw, preferably. And this one looks pretty good. It's 319 grand, though. What's the difference here? We're gonna go for this one right off the bat. And then we need our combine. As we get all this set up, I want to talk about the Alma series. I do not plan on ending it. I do plan on going back there at some point. I do have 1 or 2 episodes already recorded. I just haven't published them yet. I was going to actually post one of them today, but this map came out instead. So there's that. Yikes, these are some really big fields. Oh, traffic's on. Interesting. Is this the header that goes on this combine? Because this seems really big. Also, I gotta double check. I need to make sure straw swath is enabled. And it was not. Now, what prompted me to this map is a couple of things. One, since we're here and talking about it, it does have stubble destruction. So you can see there where the tires were, there's no like stubble, because this is all stubble and then this is stubble destruction. So I thought that was pretty cool. I always liked that. And then the other thing is it has new crops. It adds like 14 new crops, I think. Not entirely sure about that, actually. Maybe 10 new crops? I don't know. Something like that. Also, the fact that this is red, this grain cart, bothers me. So we might be changing this at some point. Or changing the color, at least. It's a nice grain cart. I don't use it very often. Alright, we'll leave that about there. Is he even halfway down the field yet? Just about. Okay. Alright. I was just watching this combine for a second. Okay, we need a mower. Preferably a big mower, because these are some pretty big fields. However, how do I want to do this? Because we have this big old alfalfa field here. Just come to here. Yeah, that's a pretty big field. That will not be staying as alfalfa forever, though. So, no matter what we do, we're gonna have a small mower. And I also need to get a baler as well. Oh boy. I'm tempted to go for this and then this, because this will turn the alfalfa into hay at the same time. Because otherwise we have to mow it, ted it, windrow it, bale it. This way we could just mow it, rake it, or windrow it, and then bale it. So we're skipping a step here. I think we go for that. That sounds like a great idea. I am going to lease this, however. Because we might not stick with this system forever. Now, where is the store? Bottom left. Okay. How does one get out of the store? Alright, but that will do it for today, guys. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.